Hello, you beautiful internet you, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Careful Cantrip, where a group of friends from coast to coast do their absolute best to get lost in dungeons and at times run away from dragons. As always, I am your host and ever-loving University M. Dave, and these warriors of the dice beside me are my players. Guys, you already know what to do. Show the love to the trippers, please, and thank you.
Hi, trippers. How are you?
I show you love.
I baked cookies.
Oh, no music, Dave.
Did you bring it up for a friend?
baked
No
cookies
music.
today.
Is it too low? Hold on.
Look at that.
There.
Solid peanut butter.
I cranked it up for everybody. They were all good. We got it all figured out. First and foremost, thank you so much. Level something hype train. I can't see it right now. Level 6 hype train?
God
Jesus
dang.
Christ.
Oh.
Bloody Mercy. Yeah, hit him with that, Nate. Hit him with a big one.
I'll get him again. I'll do it
Damn,
again.
hit it hard, guys. Thank you so Skin Suit. Thank you so much for the 6 months. Appreciate it very much. Cicely giving out a couple new friends. Thank you very much, Cicely. You're an absolute legend. Skin Suit with couple biddies. We love to see it. Thank you so much. B-Town with 100 as well. Thank you. Cross coming in with 300. Dano coming back for 6 months for a total of 22 months. My God in heaven. Cicely with the 500 biddies. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Cross the streams with 5 new friends. You're out of your damn mind. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Con, welcome back for 13 months, my friend. McLover dropping 10 new friends.
Shit.
We were just here last week, guys. It's like you missed us or something.
Oh.
Thank you so much for the 10 new friends. Much appreciated. And Cookie Mon Steve dropping a solid 100 soft supple biddies. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We always appreciate it around here. God damn. Y'all light it up every single time. With that said, before I get into my announcements for the evening, I'm going to toss it over to my good friend Nate so he can tell you all about the Whizzle Wazzles.
Oh, hey, nice to meet you here, Nate. Tell you about the Whizzle Wazzles and the Woozle Weasels. Mostly just Patreon. It's pretty cool over there, though, I'll tell you what. We got some new comic uploads coming thanks to Cross the Streams. Cross actually sent me some latest pages this weekend, which I am super pumped for.
That's because I didn't post it in time,
Probably.
He's tired of it. He wants to go straight to the source.
I'll just
Yeah,
go
come right to the source on that one.
Yeah.
But that will be up soon. Thank you, Cross. But yeah, tons of fun over there, guys. We appreciate all the positive support you guys have showed us since the changes at the start of November. We're learning this thing every month, and I feel like we're dialing it in. I feel like we're getting into what the community wants from us here. So go check it out. There's a free tier where you can see some cool stuff. There's a really low buy-in entry tier if you guys do want to support us and help keep the lights on, which we very much appreciate. There's a cost to running this each week when it comes to the systems and subscriptions and all the things that cost to run. Dave can tell you chapters about it, I'm sure, but we appreciate everything you guys do. And shout out to the people who are subscribed at our tier: the Fabled Orchid Warlock, Colin Worcester, Nathan Sawyer, Steve C, and Cass for the month as well. You guys will be playing that one shot with Raina, which is this weekend. Am I right?
No, we already did it, Nate.
It was last weekend, and I missed it. Sorry, I had a busy weekend.
No, the
How was
next
it?
one,
Nailed
the
it.
next,
You
it was
nailed it?
great.
It was good.
Who gave Nate last
We've
week's
heard-
notes?
I know.
Well,
we
you know,
gave him.
We were gaming
it was-
last week. It threw me off.
He was too busy with Cross's comic. I totally get it. No, it's
It's really high quality art. So
Raina,
I guess
if you
Raina
had
had
to
to go. How was
describe
the
it,
one
yeah.
shot?
If you had to describe it in 3 words, how would you describe it?
Chaos.
That's one word, Raina.
That's one word.
Chaos, princess, witches.
Okay. All right.
Okay, fair
In that
enough.
order.
Mhm.
Fair. Well, that's what you're missing if you guys aren't subscribed on Patreon.
Chaos Princess Witches.
Yeah, you got it. Next one shot will be rotated in. I believe I will be myself DMing the next session.
I don't.
So go check it out.
No, I think that might be
Aw.
incorrect, Nate.
Wrong,
Are
Nate.
you is somebody else
think-
cycling in?
I think
I
there
didn't
might
wanna
be
say it,
another
but I didn't know
cycled
if it
in.
was confirmed.
You know,
there?
I don't want to point fingers or anything at anyone.
Oh, he's doing it.
I don't
okay, I
want to
didn't
point
want to put you on
fingers
the
at
spot,
anyone,
but-
but
All right.
you know, I might be next up on the list.
Thought it was me
So I
for a
guess for your
second. I was
Christmas
panicking.
time one shot.
I do meant to talk to you about that, Peter. Later.
They both show up with a DM binder. Like then we do just make a
Wait,
fight.
I thought we were both doing this.
That's it. A lot of fun, as you guys can see. We love it over there. So yeah, thanks for all the love. Go check it out. Raina, what do you have?
Oh boy. Well, if you're part of our Evergreen Ranger tier, I didn't say any of those words. I just slurred them all. It's magical. Any noises came out of my mouth. If you're part of the Evergreen Ranger tier, which is our lowest paid tier, we will be doing our Patreon hangout bi-monthly. So tonight will be one of them. So feel free to come on out and ask us all the secrets. Or just ask us what our favorite flavor of pizza is. That's right. I said flavor of pizza. Okay.
I think you should do that.
I think it's pronounced Plizzy.
Yeah. Whoa. I don't know if
makes
we're
no
ready
sense.
for that yet. Okay. All right. Now our favorite segment, where I read the YouTube comments from last episode. And we did have a week in between. I see that somebody spammed us by the name of Khan with 3 separate comments. So, okay. All right. Well, we'll start with Cicely. I love and mistrust Wandering Wilburo in equal measure.
Mhm.
Ooh, I
Fair.
fully trust Wandering Wilburo because I choose to be naive. Maygarden. Wait. Everyone wait. At 1 hour, 3 minutes, and 50 seconds, I might have missed it. Did Wilburo know Fizz's name without Fizz telling him? I could have sworn they gave aliases. Maybe I should just keep watching. I feel
No,
like
Fizz
telling
just
ya.
was Fizz. Fizz was just a ghost. And then he said, oh, he was caught.
Okay. Okay. The first con comment is my man Wheelbarrow. Sorry, I just realized he's trying to say wheelbarrow, but he spelt it wheelbarrow.
Autocorrect.
My man Wheelbarrow sounds like he is from the island of Misfit Toys. The next comment is, Raina, can you please tell everyone I am now both a princess and the king of the forest? Thanks.
Good to know. Solid.
Yeah, and the third one from Khan is, oh, hey, Raina. Khan, why would you do this? Oh, hey, Raina. Can you direct everyone to go watch the Wiener clip you started?
Wow.
Okay, so listen, I may have said on a stream on a different channel, on my personal channel, I may have said I love wieners, and I meant the ones that you
should
eat.
say it here. You should say it here just in case they didn't see the clip on your channel. Yep. Good call. Good call.
No way. You annoy
You just did that to the internet, yeah.
you? What? I don't believe it. You're like the scissors person. Remember the scissors person?
Yeah.
Listen,
Whole
there's
scissors
a
incident.
okay. It would
Mhm.
we would if we had rocked. I would have said, "Oh my God, we rocked each other," or we papered each other. But instead, we both.
I don't know how much the rocked one doesn't really help. The scissored one.
I know, but I'm trying to say in my brain that's what was happening. I was gonna say, "Oh, we rocked each other. Oh, we papered each
So
other."
then, how did the wiener thing happen? I'm curious.
Well,
Do we have time to
someone-
go into it?
Yeah, well, whatever. My friend was talking about cooking wieners and beans, and I said I don't like beans, but I love wieners.
Once again, you
Classic
said it like
Raina.
3 goddamn times.
I know.
Listen,
Peter's like, I can't damage control this. How am I?
This is a marketing nightmare.
I am so good if Careful Cantrip goes viral and becomes super popular because it's just a clip of me saying I love wieners.
The hot dog
everywhere.
brands are lining up, man.
Fair-
Oscar
fair
Myers,
enough.
like, get them on the phone.
That's one way to do it.
They're ready.
Oh my God. Okay, and last but not least, Vitaria says, I have nothing witty to say, but this is my first comment to be read on the stream. That is all. Have a merry day. Thank you very much, Vitaria, for that. And thanks. I was gonna
I'd
say
like to vote
something.
Vitaria's comment as best comment.
Okay.
I'm pretty
would
sure
vote-
it's an ancient African proverb too.
What?
Maybe.
It's true.
Wise
Okay.
person said.
Back to Dave.
All right, folks, we got one other announcement for the evening. I'm going to be guest starring on my good friend Robert Hartley, GM's channel, over on Saturday, this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're doing a charity event specifically for Auckland Puppy Rescues. I think it's what it's called. It's for puppies. I mean, my God in heaven, if you need another reason to join, then let me just say this: it's going to be myself, run by the amazing, immaculate, very, very handsome Rob Hartley, who will be running a very special game that he's created himself that I'm very excited to play in. Who else? Faye, aka Mandari, is going to be there with us. Sarah from Pixies and Pins
Yeah,
is going to be over there, and of course, Will from D&D Shorts. We're doing a crossover, a YouTube. Twitch crossover thing. It's going to be like a multiverse of sexual tension the entire time. Maybe not. Maybe that's taking it too far. Either way, it's going to be a great time. We're doing it for a good cause, and there might be some cosplay. I'm just saying. I'm not going to reveal anything other than that, but just saying. Go check it out. If one of my mods can put a shout out for Rob's channel in chat, that would be very much appreciated. Aside from that, just a quick thank you to our sponsors for the entire campaign, The Great Grimoire, some of the best minis you can find on the planet, !GG in chat right now, and it'll take you to a place where there's things that I always forget where I put it, and I should probably look that up someday, but I'm not going to, let's be honest. But with that said, that's all we have for any kind of announcements for the evening, so let's just get into it. Let's just get into the mix with one last thing. Players, are you ready?
Ready?
I'm ready.
And Trippers, are you ready?
Well, hold on. Let me find my socks.
I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be here anymore.
I want to be here now
I
because
don't want to
of
be here anymore.
I'm more intrigued now. What's this old guy?
Matlock is on. Anyways.
Oh my God.
Have you heard of that youngin' Columbo?
What an upstart.
Without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode.
Pew, 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 pew.
Time there.
And
Sorry.
you don't listen to me at all, do you, Jess? When I'm like, hey, we're coming back, and I do the countdown to be like, hey, the intro's almost
This is a
ended.
setup.
And
Nate
What do you
sets
mean
me
it's a
up to
setup?
interrupt you.
I mean,
Nate.
Yeah, it's sort of
He will,
keep
like-
talking.
Nate did kind of start it.
But we know what Jess's Disneyland is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
true.
Well, so does the rest of the world. Anywho. When we last left our heroes, our tale began
Thanks, Ray.
with a peculiar and somewhat captivating introduction to a new companion, the great Wilburo, the Wandering Wizard, a shopkeeper from another realm who now finds himself in the land of Neverwhere after a fateful series of events. Wilburo's peaceful existence was shattered after his star-bound sanctuary began to crumble. With little more than his wits, his goggles, and a hot air balloon, he embarked on a wild journey through surreal realms of wonder and chaos. From backwards flowing rivers to singing mountains, his travels defied reason until he landed in Neverwhere, a place of ancient balance shaped by primordial forces and lingering echoes of divine conflict. Through Wilburow's retelling, we learned of a place known as Nowhere, a world governed by 6 great aspects, and the mighty prime dragons to protect the realm. The prime dragons, Nen of water, Nor of fire, Ko of earth, and Thul of wind, stood as guardians of this balance, their power unmatched save by the aspects themselves. While recanting this story, Fitz interjected to clarify the nature of these dragons, and Wilborough shared tales of a sacred temple in their honor, hidden high in the mountains near a place called Boku, a place of pilgrimage for those seeking wisdom or protection. It remains a beacon for those brave enough to dream of an encounter with such ancient beings. The following morning, Wilborough offered a gift to our heroes in place of a map he was unable to find. The Cinderella, a marvelous enchanted pumpkin-shaped wagon designed for safe and restful travel. Its interior was cloaked in velvet and bathed in soothing twilight glow, a moving palace of respite as the party journeyed throughout the Emerald Empire. The wagon's enchantments promised peace and protection to its passengers from harm, until their tranquility was abruptly interrupted. Just as the party had settled in, the Cinderella jolted to a sudden stop on a forest trail. Alarmed, the party disembarked to investigate the cause of this unexpected delay. As they stepped out into the cool night air, shadows moved between the trees, and 6 figures emerged from the forest's edge, clad in green cloaks and carrying an air of quiet determination. They stepped forward as one. And so, our story continues. The forest around you is alive with an uneasy stillness. The towering pines of the Bomb Spine foothills seem to lean inward, their shadows swallowing the last rays of fading daylight. A heaviness lingers in the air, and the faint scent of crushed pine needles and earth fill your lungs. Your wagon, the trusty Cinderella, with its gleaming pumpkin-shaped carriage, sits awkwardly on the forest path. Its wheels remain tightly bound in a cage of twisted bramble and creeping vines, frozen in place like a trapped animal. You hear the ethereal horses snort, their breath visible in the cool air. And that's when you hear it. The faint rustle of the movement amongst the trees. A few dry leaves flutter down, carried by an unnatural breeze. And from the shadows of the tree line, 6 figures emerge, their forms wrapped in dark green cloaks that blend seamlessly into the forest. They move with the silence of hunters. At first glance, you see a lean young man, gripping a bow and an arrow already nocked. His expression is almost as tense as the string as he holds taunt. This is not good music for this. Hang on. Let me fix this. This is too fairy tale magical. Let me somber. Somber sounds good. Ooh, somber, guys, somber.
Is there someone whistling right now? Am I going crazy?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
I hear that. Maybe the music that Dave just played.
B-Town, are you whistling? Is that you? B-Town, can you stop whistling, please? We're trying to have a show here.
Coming through on the mic.
God. It's coming through loud and clear.
Now, maybe Raina, I don't think it's it, but my cat's in my lap and he's purring very loudly.
That is
Cats
not...
do whistle when they purr. It's true.
I'm getting like Negan flashbacks. That's what's happening to me right now. I'm like, oh my god, is this in Dave's music right now?
No, I think you're just going crazy. I think you were right with the first thing.
Great, but Peter heard it too. Does that mean that we're psychically linked? Okay, sorry, Dave.
Peter's not real.
What? What? Oh my
I was about
god!
to turn my webcam off.
All right, can I continue?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
All right, fair. Of the 6 figures, the first you see is a lean young man, gripping a bow with an arrow already nocked. His expression is as tense as the string he holds taut. A woman with a scar across her cheek, wearing mismatched armor, her expression, or her hand resting on the hilt of a curved blade. An older man with streaks of gray in his beard, wielding a staff gnarled with age, the faint glow of magic still lingering at its tip. A towering tin man, its polished green metal reflecting the faint light filtering through the trees. You see it carrying an enormous axe across its back. A humanoid wild in the form of a deer female. Her eyes flicker with every sound, one hand gripping a spear adorned with feathers. And finally, a male wild, raccoon folk, with dark rings around his eyes, his patched leather armor laden with pouches and knives, his stance low and ready to spring. As they converge upon all of you, the young man speaks up first, his voice steady but laced with a certain amount of suspicion. You've wandered into the wrong part of the forest. Turn around now, and no one gets hurt. Before you can respond, the woman with the scar steps forward, her tone seemingly sharper. Unless you're here for something, and if that's the case, you'd better start talking fast. We don't take kindly to strangers, especially ones dragging a big shiny target like that wagon behind them. As she says this, the Tin Man pulls forth his axe. It tightens its grip on the haft of the axe. And you notice the deer woman's spear tilting ever so slightly in your direction. All of their eyes seem to pierce through you, waiting for your next move. What do you guys do?
This isn't the drive-through, Rune. It seems you've got us turned around.
What, me? No, this is, well, Al, I think these are the people that we are looking for. They're all in green.
We don't want any trouble.
Right?
What? I couldn't hear you over Fizz's booming loud voice.
Sorry. Yeah.
Maybe just ask them.
Why me? You ask them. And Rune pushes Al forward a bit.
Off of the cart.
Oh, be careful!
Yeah.
There's brambles there, buddy. Watch out.
Picks himself up. He's like, hello. Clearly missing several brambles. We are on a journey to look for support for our cause. We've come far and wide and have obtained this really cool car. I mean, look at this thing. It's badass.
It's pretty cool.
But we're looking for people that can help us, and we're wondering maybe if it's you guys's?
The woman with the scar on her cheek steps forward, seemingly claiming the position of leader amongst the group. That wagon of yours is a beacon of trouble. You've got a strange way of traveling for people who claim to be friendly.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like a wagon of war in our defense. It's more of a luxury wagon. Not normally our style, let me set the record straight. Normally not something we'd be caught in, but yeah, it's beat walking. It's better.
She looks at the wagon behind you. And who exactly are you trying to impress?
No one. If I was trying to impress someone, I would have picked a better paint job.
Yeah, this doesn't work for us.
It was a gift. It was a gift to help us get here to you. Shh. What do you mean, shh? They know we're looking for them.
Okay.
We just said we were looking for them.
All right.
We didn't have much say over what this looked like. It was a gift.
You say you seek us out. Why?
Can we talk in private?
Only Minnie's so bold enough to.
We have a moment. Everyone in the Cinderella.
Yeah.
You step into our forest, cause quite the amount of distraction, and then ask for a moment of privacy?
Well, you would know better than anyone that somebody could be watching. Unfriendly eyes.
How do we know you're not the unfriendly eyes?
Because I probably wouldn't be telling you to speak in private to avoid the unfriendly eyes if I was the unfriendly eyes.
It's solid.
Unless,
logic.
right?
Got a point.
Oh, unless it was a double bluff, but it's not.
Which
Shut-
it's not, Rune. It's not.
It's not. See, the real person wouldn't have done that. Wouldn't have said all the possibilities.
Rune, go ahead and make a persuasion check for me.
No!
Oh, no.
Dave's like, I'm gonna fuck you up now. Oh,
You got
my
charisma. You're okay at this, right?
God. Yeah. Persuasion, you said, Dave?
Yes.
15.
Well, either your amazing liars are too stupid to realize what you've just said.
Yes.
To the
I can
latter.
promise you
Thank
you this. There is no more private of a place than deep in our forests. Speak.
Just show them what you got.
What? Oh, we're going there? Okay, well, okay. There's a few things. Maybe the first thing, okay,
We want to take down the Ruby City and the Crow.
yes. We also are hoping you have information on different realities. Which,
You're nailing this.
if you don't, this is gonna seem really strange to say, but I don't think we're from here. And we also have this, and Rune will take out the heart.
As you take out the hearts, a few of the individuals step back in awe. But the scar-cheeked woman remains constant, unchanging. The heart of the Gnome King is no ordinary trinket. If it's real, then you've painted a target on all of your backs.
Probably.
Do you understand the danger that you've brought here?
Not really.
Thanks for being honest, Fizz.
I mean,
problem.
that's yes, what Fizz said, but also I know it's dangerous, but we're trying to keep it from, I almost said the Nightmare King, from the Scarecrow.
We
And
need help.
yeah, we're so out of our, we need help.
And who exactly told you of us? Gave you our location?
Uh,
I forget.
Well, we
Blech?
Black
it was
told us-
Ozma.
Oh yeah, Ozma.
Ozma herself told us. I mean, we were kind of like, I mean, I solved the puzzle to get in there, but no big deal. But
Mhm. He's really smart.
the spirit of
Yeah,
Ozma
sorry,
showed to
It's
us.
been a minute for us. There was a whole week. We had to volunteer at this office building last week. Was it? Travels have taken us far.
As you mention the name Ozma, again gasps throughout the rest of the crowd, until the older gentleman steps forward. You're telling us that Ozma, Queen Ozma, spoke to you. The dead don't just hand out royal decrees. Why would she trust you with something so important?
Probably because we are from a time or a place or a different reality where the Ruby City doesn't exist. It's the Emerald City. There's a war in the Emerald Team won. But then we woke up here and everything is wrong, and I don't know. That's my best guess. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out.
You speak of otherworldly matters. Had you not brought forth the Gnome King's heart itself, you realize we would have just taken you as mad.
That's fair.
I mean,
But we're not. We're telling you the truth.
And what proof do you have of this?
How are we supposed to prove that we're from a different reality?
If this is the stake that you claim, if this is what you decide to go on, perhaps a little bit of proof might be helpful. Or perhaps maybe don't use that as your opening volley.
Well, I mean, okay.
Listen,
This old
don't you
uniform
guys
do
want to
anything?
play ball? Isn't this useful to you? You need us just like we need you. We
That
both
brings
have
back
the
the.
same goal. Wherever we're from,
I know we touched
we're
on this
from a
last time,
place.
Dave.
Oh,
But sorry, Jess.
that's okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, we touched on this last time, but the Navy uniform that I picked up, was that pre-dimensional shift?
Yes.
Okay,
oh,
that's good.
So yeah, Al's gonna sort of dig that out of his bag and be like, I have this old thing. We had it. We found it back in our world. It's an old uniform of the war that happened. Kind of maybe matches some stuff here, but you'll notice it's different.
She eyes the cloak and looks towards the Tin Man and gives a nod towards him. The towering figure now walks over to you. Each step he takes creates a small crater in the ground, shaking the world around you as he comes closer. Now, towering over top of you, Al, he reaches out his hands.
Yeah, sure. I've been carrying this thing around for too long.
He takes the uniform and takes a few moments to inspect it. In silence amongst all, eventually, the woman with a scarred cheek becomes impatient. Well, I've not seen of this making. Although I would have... It bears the correct sigils, but its style, its fabric, its way of making is foreign. Thank
Does
you.
anybody have
As
any
he
old coin?
hands it back to you, Al.
Maroon,
Can I
check your
take a look
pockets. You
at-
got any old
Yeah, I'm
coins?
gonna look for old coins because it's we had 120 gold pieces.
I had no money until I came here. Literally zero. So
I had the money. I was
Okay.
holding it in the bag of holding, so I'm gonna look through to see.
Oh, and that's a pocket dimension, so it wouldn't be affected by.
Let me see.
Sorry, comic
think
book nerd
our-
moment.
Our old money might have had something about the Emerald Empire. So I'll take a
Oh.
look.
yeah, that's a great idea, Minnie.
As you begin to fumble
I-
around,
Can I try to conceal how much I have?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Just to
As
get
you
listen,
reach-
Turns her back.
rogue mentality.
as you reach into your bag, fumbling for what coins you can, you begin to produce just 2 simple coins from the amount that you have. When the scarred woman speaks up once more, stay your hand. If what you're saying is true, I have many questions.
So do we. Join the club.
Why would Ozma come to you? Why would her spirit not show itself to us? We've fought in her memory for years. Why trust outsiders instead of her own people?
Well, technically, we went to her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
time and place, really.
You know,
You guys
growing
didn't
up-
go find the heart of the Gnome King. It was right there.
Yeah. Like in growing up, I always heard that like a spirit is tied to the place that it's from. And like, I mean, we were kind of like in the ruins of the Emerald City, so like, I mean, it would make sense that she's still there. It was her pride and joy, wasn't
You've
it?
been to the ruins?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some nasty guys on wheels, and Black over here, you know, he had a little rough go, but he's all good.
As you say this, pointing back towards the carriage, you see just the tip of the gnome's hat just slightly peek out the door, and upon mention of his name, you hear, ah! And the small tip now disappear once again into the wagon itself. The scar-cheeked woman raises her hands, lowering them around her companions, and as she does, they all begin to stow their weapons. The tension in the clearing finally begins to ease, though not completely. You see, as the 6 rebels now exchange wary glances at one another, their expressions flickering somewhere between skepticism and reluctant hope. The young man lowers his bow. The taut string relaxes with a soft creak. As the scarlet woman steps forward, as the scarred woman steps forward. If you're lying to us, it's not just your necks that you're risking. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took a good hard way of the circumstances. We figured even by coming here, it's gonna put a lot of our people back home in danger. We thought this through.
And if Ozma truly sent you, she hesitates for a moment. Well, that changes things. The older gentleman, now stepping forward as well, nods his head slowly, leaning on his staff. He gazes heavily towards you, like he's kind of peering into your souls. The Queen's will is not to be taken lightly. If she entrusts you with such a burden, then perhaps you are what we've been waiting for.
What does that mean?
Means they feel pretty dumb about insulting our cart now.
Oh,
I was gonna like slap the side of it.
okay.
He looks back toward the woman. I think this requires further discussion. She must know. She nods towards the elder gentleman. Fine. We'll hear you out. Come with us.
Okay.
With that, the rebels gesture you forward. They lead you deep into the woods where towering trees seem to bend and sway, obscuring the path from prying eyes. After a time, you find your way to a hidden camp, a sanctuary nestled within a grove of ancient oaks. You can see as you pass by upon their entrance, their trunks seem to be adorned with glowing runes, clearly protection or perhaps deception spells. A small stream winds through the clearing. And as you take a deep breath in, you feel the air is somehow fresher here, as though it's been untouched by corruption of the outside world. As you enter closer into a clearing, the thick canopy above grows denser as you travel. It turns the daylight into a dim, green-tinged twilight. You can hear the heavy hums of insects and faint rustling of leaves as the path continues to wind and twist unpredictably, as though the forest itself conspires to confuse anyone who dare enter uninvited. Suddenly, the woman stops, holding up a hand. You see as she scans the woods before she looks back to your group. This is as far as you would have gotten without us. The forest doesn't take kindly to strangers, especially those this close to our sanctuary.
Oh, okay.
You
Is
mean
there
like-
any... Sorry, go
Sorry.
ahead now.
Sorry, I'm stepping on your toes. Do you mean the forest is sentient, or it's just like it gets mad if you litter? Like, what's the gauge of danger here?
Fizz leans up on a tree when he's asking that.
Ron takes his hand down off of the tree. Maybe
Sorry.
don't do that yet.
She gives a slight smirk towards you, Fizz. Yes. Before she turns and begins to lead the way again. And soon the terrain begins to change. The trees here, although ancient and thick, they form a bit of a natural archway in the tangled path. You see now wildflowers that bloom in soft patches. And as you enter into the clearing, at the heart of the sanctuary, you see a sprawling grove where the natural world seems to hum with a quiet, sacred energy. Directly in the center, a towering willow tree dominates the center. Its cascading branches form unnatural curtains. You see small charms that have been woven into it, small twigs, polished stones, and feathers that dangle from the branches, swaying gently in the breeze. You can see a small gathering of other rebels, some sharpening their weapons, mending their gear, or even whistling amongst themselves. She calls out to one of them, "Quiet now, B-Town."
What? What? Sorry.
What a name.
That is a very odd name.
Each one of the rebels now stop what they're doing and snap their gaze towards you as you approach. As the quiet hum of activity falls to an uneasy silence. Before the woman steps forward once again, gesturing towards the great willow. "We've brought them here. They claim to carry Ozma's will in the heart of the Gnome King." There's a silence amongst all gathered round. When suddenly the willow's branches begin to part as if moved by an unseen hand. As a figure steps through. At first glance, she appears unassuming, an older woman wrapped in a green cloak embroidered with delicate silver patterns. Her hair is streaked with gray, and her face, though lined with age, carries quite a strength to it. In her hand, she holds a staff of twisted wood capped with a faintly glowing crystal. Her presence is commanding, but yet calm. And as she steps closer, a recognition flashes across your mind. Her face withered, older, harder, more an undeniable leader of this hidden rebellion. But you'd recognize Elder Muffet anywhere.
Oh.
But does she recognize us?
Yeah. That's a good question.
She regards you with a discerning gaze, her voice cutting through the grove with quiet authority. "So, these are the ones that are stirring up the forest. Scarlet, you say They bring Ozma's name and a king's heart into our sanctuary. Speak quickly. Our patience is thin and our trust even thinner. The rebels step aside, motioning you forward for the audience with their leader.
Hi, Elder Muffet. It's nice to see you again. Or, I don't know if you recognize us, but okay, I was told not to lead with this. So I'll come back to that around how I think I know who you are, and you don't know who I am. I'm Rune. This is Biz. This is Al. And this
Hey.
is Minnie. And blech. Somewhere back there, probably the one hiding behind Fizz's leg. We came for help from you guys, because Ozma told us to come talk to you, and we have this. And Rune will hold up the heart again, take it out of her satchel, hold it up, and show it around to everybody.
Oh.
Fizz, you know what this is.
Oh,
And
yeah.
she'll put it back in the satchel, and she'll just say, and we were on an adventure sort of looking for this because we were trying to get information on how to get back to our timeline or reality, or I don't know. But this isn't where we're from. Even though you might recognize me or Al or Minnie the Marvelous, we're not those people.
Muffet listens to you intently as you recount the tale of alternative timelines, the Emerald City, the rise of the Ruby City, the tales of Queen Ozma entrusting you with the Gnome King's heart. Yet her expression remains unreadable. But there's a flicker of something. Rune, give me an insight check.
I would absolutely love to give you one of those, considering Rune is a cleric and should be excellent and has proficiency in it. And I do have a Gods Are Pleased from earlier, which I will use in this moment, if you would allow.
2 nat 1.
Nate.
Bobby's not here. I gotta call it out.
It wouldn't be the first time.
What is that? Okay.
To 1.
What is that? All right. So 16 plus 6 is 22. 22 insight. Rune stares into the soul of Elder Muffet.
Staring at the otherwise unreadable face, she stares intently at you. And just for a moment, Rune, a single moment, a flicker of something, recognition.
Oh, okay.
After a long silence, she finally speaks. These are words I cannot take lightly. She gestures to the 6 rebels with a curt nod. Bring them to the glade. No one else follows. What they have to say will not leave those trees until I decide otherwise. You look back towards the 6 that brought you here as they exchange uneasy glances for a moment, but they obey without question. You're led further into the sanctuary, away from the main camp. The path winds through towering trees once again, eventually reaching a secluded area where the trees seem to arch further in an unnatural way, almost like a cathedral-like clearing. You watch as specks of light flicker in the air all around you, creating a faint glow from the fireflies that hover about. Muffet stops again, turning towards you, her staff now planted firmly. Your story, it should sound like nonsense,
Mhm.
It should.
Mhm.
But the fairy godmother has been stirring in my dreams, showing me things I don't fully understand. Images of a place I know, yet they're not as they should be. The Emerald City shining with light, people smiling without fear. Names and places I can feel but can't place. But I've always known. And yet, her eyes now sweep over the 6 rebels standing behind you. I know what's real. It was the first. This is not good music either. I gotta fix this. It's not- yeah, that's not the vibe I'm going for.
Okay.
Price is Right theme kicks in.
Yeah, no, it's I was waiting for a bossa nova there for a second. These 6, their stories, their losses, they are real. Dorothy's rule has left scars that no dream can erase. When I look at them, you must know what I see, so you can understand the stakes of what we fight for. She motions towards the young man, his bow now resting loosely in his hand. Quentin's family was among the first to resist when Dorothy began her purges. He watched them strung up as a warning to others. He's fought ever since, though I see the weight of that loss in every step. Her gaze shifts towards the woman with a scar on her cheek. Scarlet once ran an orphanage deep in the woods, offering sanctuary to children who had lost their parents to Dorothy's armies. She tried to fight them off when they came. The scars she bears are reminders of how she failed to protect them. She turns to the elder gentleman, who seems leaning heavily on his carved staff. Moss Rock was once the keeper of an ancient grove, a place of healing and wisdom. Dorothy's soldiers burned it to ash, claiming its magic for their own. Now he fights not for revenge, but to restore what was lost. She smiles towards the large tin man. Ironleaf was forged for the war a long time ago, long before Dorothy's rise. Yet somehow her sorceries found a way to turn their creators against them. And now they search for purpose, for a reason why they still endure. Looking towards the wilds, the female deer. Willow was once a protector of her small woodland village. When Dorothy's forces swept through, she could only save a handful of her people. The rest, she carries the guilt of the loss with her always. And finally her glance lands on the small raccoon folk. He gives a bit of a mischievous smirk. Rook was a thief in the Emerald City, a skilled one at that, but he stole from the wrong person, a pride captain. They broke him and made a public example. He escaped, but what they did fuels every step he takes. She turns back to you all. These are the truths I know. This is the real world that Dorothy has created. And while your story is compelling, it's their pain I trust more. The truth is what keeps me grounded in this fight. I want to believe what you have to say. Mitkal does not send visions without purpose. But before we can offer anything, we must ensure the safety of our own. We understand.
Of
I
course.
understand.
Yeah.
And if we would be willing to fight for you, are you willing to fight for us?
Shh.
I'm afraid to say yes because it sounds like we're gonna get hurt.
Aye.
That's nothing new, Minnie.
Make no mistake, these are not children games. There's real people, real lives on the line. Some, including your own, may not walk away.
Okay, well, I mean, then I'd have to ask a little more information then. I really do want to be the hero that stands here and says, yes, we'll fight with you, for you, but what kind of things do you want us to be doing?
Maybe it would help if you knew where we were coming from. This whole thing started in our village back home. And next thing you knew, it was a nice day, and Ruin's mother here, they sort of went kind of crazy due to this evil crystal thing. We were on the road for months trying to solve it. And then eventually we were in the dream of an old wizard. I know it sounds crazy, it was. And we watched everything change. The crow showed up. He shifted realities. And when we woke up, we lost people too. Rune's brother, Barrick, our friend Vaya, Keelan. It's been a hard journey. So we're not just doing this for ourselves just because we want to fix everything. We're doing it for the things that we want back. My own family.
And we're not here to hurt you. We're here to help you.
That I understand. And you'll have to forgive me, but you all seem very young.
I don't know, Fizz, what are you, like 42?
Like 28. In like in the
Wow,
verbal
you do
years.
not look at that as crazy.
Sometimes destiny is thrust upon people who don't want it. And it doesn't matter how old we are. That's our story. And I'm not saying that this reality isn't real or that our reality isn't real or that your dreams aren't real, because I worship Sleeping Beauty, who deals a lot in dreams, and sometimes dreams are of things that don't exist, but sometimes they are of things that exist, or of things that are to come, or things that never were. That doesn't make either of them less real.
But it does, though. We have been fighting for a long, long time. We've lost many. And not in dreams or for destiny. Through blood. Soaked into this forest itself. I understand what you are all saying. This is the harsh truth of what we face. You don't expect to walk into the Ruby City and for immediately the Pride to throw down their weapons, do you?
No.
It's not gonna happen. I know that for sure.
So you know a fight comes with it.
Look, we've never shied from a fight. And we just want to make sure that we're around to fix the things that we want to fix, you know? We go off on everyone's suicide quest, which we've been asked for a lot of suicide quests. we wouldn't be able to be here, if you get me. So maybe we would just like some more information. What are we doing?
Yeah.
She looks around to the other 6, trying to get a read from them. The ones you see here are not all of us. One in particular is missing. Our strategist, my co-leader, has been taken by an elite group of Dorothy's pride. Without him, this rebellion falters.
This guy Oliver sounds important.
Aye. Very. If there's any chance against the Ruby City on their terms, we have to bring him back.
Okay. So you want us to help you get this person back? Who is this person? What is their name?
A great warrior, Jack Thunderbore.
We know him. Well, the version of him that where we're from. He kind of trained us where we come from.
Can I whisper to Fizz? I farted in his sleeping bag.
It's amazing. Sorry, everyone.
If you need time to think it over, I'll allow it. But know this. If you do decide that you're willing to help us, we will move at nightfall tonight. You can rest here in the sanctuary, discuss amongst yourselves, speak to any of my people,
Okay.
and then meet us back here before nightfall.
Okay. Hold. Again, would love to be the hero that just says, yes, sir, ma'am. But I just am not. Maybe I should try to be, but whatever. That's besides the point. Not that this is about what we get out of it, but I think we came here looking for help to, get
Kill
all
the
these-
crow.
Kill the crow. Maybe
Mhm.
if you have information about,
Kill Dorothy.
yeah, I think we need information too. So I'm kind of just wondering, do you even have a way to help us do those things after we help you?
Aye. But those plans and tactics reside in the mind of our strategist.
Oh, okay.
Would Jack know about like the lion's courage and everything that Ozma brought up to us?
I cannot tell you what's in Jack's mind, but we're familiar with the tales.
Okay.
Okay.
Point us in the direction. We're gonna keep the cart here.
Well, if it's far, we might need the cart. Where
Oh,
is he being held?
Take the time and meet here before sundown. If you agree, we'll give you all the information that you need. But not until we have your word.
I mean, that's fair. I would say.
Okay.
If
That
you'll
was
excuse
low.
me. I have much to think about.
Wait. Runa will walk a little bit closer to her, and she'll put her hand on Muffet's arm and say, I feel like you know me. You recognize me. Am I wrong?
Quit playing, girl.
As I said, there's much for me to think about. Let's save Jack. And then you and I can have a discussion.
Okay. Well, if it's worth anything, you're a good person where we come from, too.
You feel a hand on your shoulder, Rune, as you look back. Quentin is now slightly pulling you away from Muffet.
Okay. I can take a cue. Move his arm off her shoulder.
As the six lead you back to the maid camp, you see a better view of the workings of the camp at this point. You can see a number of menders and blacksmiths that work off to the side. You can see a training area where you can train both any kind of physical attacks as well as any sort of ranged attacks. You can see a small makeshift kitchen that's been made up with a number of benches and tables that seem to sit around it. Scarlet walks towards you. Well, you've heard the offering of Elder Muffet. For the time being, you are welcome in our sanctuary. If there's anything you need, you can come to any of us. But for now, we've been out for quite some time and could use something to eat. We'll be over by the cantina.
Enjoy.
As they walk past you, Ironleaf pats you on the back, Fizz.
Yeah.
You seem a large one as well.
Yeah. You too, buddy.
As he turns and just walks away.
Okay. All right. That was weird, guys.
I like him.
Hey, maybe you got a new bunk buddy, Fizz.
Hey, he's better be on the bottom bunk because if he's up top, it's gonna come crashing down, you know? But yeah, so that was weird, huh?
I thought that they were going to try to fight us themselves, and we would have to prove ourselves in like a trial.
Oh,
You think you can
Are you
handle it?
disappointed, Minnie?
Well, I just wasn't in the mood.
No.
Oh. Hey, that's fair. Totally get it.
But I'm okay with helping Jack. He's a little saucy and kind of rude to Keelan, but I already got my revenge.
Hey, maybe in this reality he's like a super nice horseman himself. I mean,
Wait,
Maybe.
no, sorry. I'm gonna correct that there for you because Jack is like one of the best furbolgs in my kin. Okay, like I heard stories of him growing up, and that's what inspired me to come down to like the Emerald City, well, Ruby City now. But you know, that was a surprise getting here. But I'm like, listen, I met Minnie the Marvelous, and now I could like save Jack Thunderbore. Like, could you imagine that? That'd be amazing.
Minnie is.
You're gonna save Jack with Minnie.
We could write a book together. Oh my god.
Oh, you're
I
famous
really like
for books?
writing, but you're welcome to. I'll just narrate.
Okay. Sounds good.
I'm just imagining Minnie being like, and then I went here, and Fizz holding the recorder, like just.
Yeah. Fizz writing it, and he's like, wait,
As
how
you
do
were
I spell that?
Yeah.
How do I spell that?
So wait, you know Jack Thunderboar?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a legend on with my people. So,
Okay.
Dave, do you want me to roll history? How much do I remember of Jack in this timeline?
In this timeline, you would remember all of the tales of Jack Thunderboar. Although it's been quite some time that he had visited the kin.
Right.
His stories and exploits of heroism, almost unmatched.
There you have it. Fizz explains all these great stories, and his prowess and his amazing athletic nature. But yeah, he's great.
Wow, Fizz. Who knew someone could throw a goat so hard?
Yeah, he's pretty much a legend where we come from too.
Yeah.
Which makes me a little worried, because if he got himself into trouble, that doesn't really bode well for us.
I was just thinking that. Like, who's holding him then, That's kind of concerning.
Yeah. Maybe, well, I'm sure these people will help us. And maybe they know how to use the heart thing. And maybe we can just blast them all. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a little stronger than I did a few hours ago. I think the carriage did something to me, and suddenly I know all these new spells and stuff.
Yeah, I feel like I can dodge better.
Pretty much the same.
See, somehow we maybe being in proximity to us, and now we're just better at everything. So maybe that's all we really need.
Do you think we could probably get like the information on who has Jack through like Iron Leaf or any of those people?
Yeah. When we agree to it, I'm sure that they'll tell us.
Right.
I
that's
was
a good
ready
point.
to agree to it on the spot, but
Yeah.
You gotta play it cool a little bit. Maybe we can get some of that free lunch out of it,
ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
You think?
We could just
Like
go over and just ask. They said we can have whatever we want here.
They did?
Don't.
Those suckers? I was just gonna start.
Pocketing forks.
You
and
just see him
knives.
with like random forks on
They
tables.
didn't even see me coming.
Maybe we can go through his tent to see if there's any clues about where he was going, what his plans were.
What,
They've
like,
probably already done that.
Yeah. I think it would look really bad if we started rummaging through things here.
but some of us can be pretty
We
sneaky.
can ask.
Or that too.
Yeah. I think we should either ask or to let them know that we're going to agree to help so that they know that we're not.
Just
They
going
seem-
through his stuff.
Everyone seems super like they got a stick up their butt here. Like very tight knit, super suspicious. So, I don't know.
Respectfully, wouldn't you? I mean, like,
I guess.
You sound pretty
this could
crazy.
happen.
I just thought, I don't know what I imagined. I imagined being like warmly welcomed to like, I don't know, if they would want more people fighting for them. But I don't know. I guess there's been a lot of betrayal. So
Yeah. I mean, I could try and smooth some stuff over with Iron Leaf, but like, I don't know what else I would really talk to them about. If we're gonna agree, they're gonna give us all the information, and like, I think we're gonna all agree. Maybe Black. What do you think? I think Minnie's in already.
Black understands what oppression means. And the look on all of their faces show that. Black will admit fear. But if this is the way past tyranny, If this is the way to bring back my king, then I understand what old lady say. Sacrifice is what she speak of. Willing to do whatever must be done. Give what must be given, including ourselves. That is what Black thinks.
It's pretty honorable there. You think they got like, total side note there, Blackie boy, but you think they got like any sort of like explosive powder here or something? I don't know. It's got like a random idea.
Idiot.
Maybe for traps.
Yeah, or like ball bearings, because then if we're like going up against them, we can like roll them down and they'll be like, whoa, and they fall
I think I
down.
have.
You do?
Maybe. Do I?
Just check your stats.
Yes, I do. 1,000 of them.
Wow.
Oh.
That's-
Wait, what? What did I
It's
give
in
you?
my it's in my backpack. I think it was in my start. It's a rogue starting equipment, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an
All right.
adventuring gear. Yeah, I have a like crowbar,
The
hammer.
ball bearings.
I just start
ball
pulling
bearings.
all of this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, it's
I'm
having
sorry.
explosive material.
I thought you meant explosives, and I was like, I don't remember giving you 1,000 explosives, but okay. Okay.
Oh, bye, Jess.
Bye, Jess.
And Minnie falls
She
into
clearly
the void.
did not agree with me.
Yeah.
She's like, fuck this. I asked for 1,000 things.
Is there anything you guys want to do while we're here? This little
Like, well, I mean, we could go eat. I think we need to decide if I think it sounds like we're decided that we're gonna help get Jack back. But I'm just I don't want to lose any of us along the way. But I suppose
You gotta take
This-
a risk, man. Can't
yeah.
just sit here.
Fizz reaches across the table and like puts his hand on your hand and says, "You want to find your brother, right?"
Yeah, he would really love this place.
Well, I don't know. This might only seem this is the way to get him back.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. Well, listen, none of you die on me, okay?
Try not to.
That's not good enough. You won't, Minnie.
And you
Okay.
Excellent. It's agreed.
Maybe
Plot armor.
Wilbur said maybe there's someone there that could help me with my problem here. So I don't know. Maybe after we help them out, they scratch. I scratch their back, they scratch my scales, kind of thing. You know what I mean? We can figure it out and see what's happening.
Wilbur
Not to be
said
selfish.
no, I mean, I meant what I said before, that I do want to help you. So, yeah, maybe it's just a win-win all around. We get Jack back. We help this side out. Maybe we even have their help to kill the crow, and maybe we get information about Bear and wherever he is, and our old reality and Fizz's scales. What?
Minnie said don't talk about it too much, okay? So we gotta be really quiet
I
about
thought it's safe in here. God, you guys, I never know when we can talk out loud about our secrets or not.
Well, we never know who's like an undercover. One of those like Smelliphant people, Hierophant, whatever his name was.
Smelliphant.
Luxodon?
Um,
the Hierophant. Oh, okay. I know
Yeah,
what
you
you mean.
get
Okay.
it. Yeah.
When-
Smelliphant, because
when
that's
Minnie
Smelliphant?
mentioned-
What are they?
when Minnie mentions people looking around, I just think instinctually, like Fizz is gonna do like an investigation check, just look around behind him, like to see if there's anyone there, listening into them.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
It was a 17.
Ooh.
With 17, you look around, and a number of the unnamed rebels are eyeing you at this point, more cautiously and suspicious than anything else. But none seem to be really trying to overhear anything that you have to say.
Oh.
As you continue to look around, a large wind picks up through the forest clearing, causing the ancient oaks to now creak and shake as they sway back and forth, causing what sounds like the rumbling of hooves on pavement, like a cavalry has suddenly arrived. Welcome in, Raiders.
Hey,
Hi, Raiders.
Oh God, they're everywhere.
Also, if we could get a shout out, please and thank you, that would be much appreciated.
I would
Well,
also
I'm-
like to look around for something, but I want to look for an oak tree, like an ancient oak, because you said we're in a forest, and I want to see if we can use our little thingy.
Or staff.
Yeah.
Oh, good call, Minnie.
I would say go ahead and make either a nature check or an arcana check.
I don't think either of those are going to be great. Okay. I'm going to do nature.
Wait, aren't you?
18. They're both +2.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Not bad.
Minnie,
You
as
have
you look
inspiration.
around surveying the area, you do take note of the many, many large oaks that reside within this sanctuary. Albeit there's one that stands out immediately. Very close to the front entrance of where you were brought in. A massive oak.
Nice.
Thicker than any of the others. It slightly reminds you of the ancient oak back home in Startier.
She does like a little bit of a sad face as she approaches it. And then she'll reach out and put her hand on it. And I have to memorize what it looks like, right? I have to like put it in my mind's eye.
Mhm.
She'll take a second and look it over and stand back from it and commit it to memory.
Excellent.
Okay.
So she'll just wander away from the group while you guys are talking and have a moment with the tree.
I think I have a word for that, but okay.
What Al did on a scarf.
Yeah. I told you not to tell anyone. That's a conversation we had during bunk night.
Oh, Jesus.
I was asleep, brother.
Although I think Barrick might have the key of corns. Because it says it requires attunement by a creature with a strong connection to nature. So I think we gave it to him, which means, in theory, he might have it. And I don't know if we have it anymore. But that's a DM call.
Yep.
I mean, if you don't have it in your inventory, then yeah, it would be with Barrick.
Well, fuck,
Maybe
Bobby.
maybe
If
just
you're
have a moment.
listening.
It's good. You're committing its memory so that we can just find our way back.
Fuck. Okay. I thought I was smart. I
It
should have
was.
shut up. We could have had it's in my other notes section.
Good. Great.
Okay.
That's
No,
the
I don't
bomb.
have it. I don't have it. I think we would have given it to him. I'm not sure if we like officially gave it to him, but
I think that was the intention because I do
Yeah.
remember as soon as we found that out, it was like, well, that's obviously a Barrick thing. Damn it, Bobby.
Fuck.
All right.
All right. I wander back to the group after the moment with the tree.
Okay.
You okay, man?
Yeah. No, Minnie's fine. I was just thinking about back home. That tree reminded me of Startier. And it made me miss Barrick and his inventory.
Oddly.
Hey, on the bright side, you
Yeah.
haven't seen any bees since we got here.
Yeah.
That's true. Their butts were a good snack, though. So.
Really quickly, hey, Al, what out of all the food, is there a table like in front of us, or like did we walk over to a table, or is it a little away from us, the food?
I thought Al was walking over towards the commissary.
With the food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm walking with Al. Okay, Al.
Oh, he's well ahead of you at this point.
Okay, Al. She gets closer.
You get there, he's already scooping up a plate. Like,
Wait! And she takes the plate and puts it back down.
what? Rune, what?
Okay.
Is it poison? I don't think it's
No,
poison. Everyone else
it's
is
not
eating it.
poison. It's not poison. Out of all the food on the table, what looks the best to you?
What I had on my plate.
Okay. Rune will pick it up and she'll say, "Here, this is for you. I made it for you because I still owe you breakfast."
Flip the plate.
Yeah. Just grabs a new one. Yeah.
No,
Very-
just goes, oh, wicked, a plate. Just reaches over.
Yeah.
Please.
Well, thank you, Ron. I appreciate that you're still thinking about that a day and a half later and at supper time. But the thought is there, and that's awesome.
Damn, you're right. It's all wrong. And she'll take the plate and put it back on the table.
Wait,
I'll
no.
get you breakfast another day. I'm sorry. Tomorrow.
I
Breakfast tomorrow.
I want. Okay.
Well, you can get dinner yourself.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before nightfall?
Good.
Before nightfall? No, I just want to do the oak thing.
I'm so sorry, Jess.
Fine.
I'm trying to think of stuff, but I don't know. I don't have anything. Jeannie's not around. There's nobody here that, like, if Al sort of takes a wander around the camp, working off his after dinner walk, does he recognize anyone that he would maybe recognize from Start Here, or like familiar faces from other reality?
Make a perception check for me.
First roll of the night. My perception is a +0. We rolled a nat 20. Goddamn.
Oh!
There you go.
It's all that. It's that fresh stew.
As you begin to look around the camp, you do recognize a few faces, not too many, mostly just individuals from the village. As you kind of survey the area again, they very much have a harder look to them than the carefree villagers that you once knew.
No Manio, no Linguini.
No.
Damn. All right, yeah, I was just gonna kind of pack it in for the night.
Okay.
I think Rune will just find a moment, and I know Minnie said not to, but Rune's just gonna do a sort of routine prayer, not a sort of like reaching out, trying to like get her God to talk back to her kind of prayer, just the sort of I'm here talking to you kind of prayer. And so she'll, before she goes to bed, she'll take out her candles and she'll sort of lay them
Not
out.
going to bed. Not going to bed.
Oh, I thought you said bed. No?
No. I said
No.
before nightfall. Muffet
Okay.
said that you
Yeah.
guys are going tonight.
Oh, tonight. Okay. All right. So Rune will just sort of find a little corner. She'll put her like out in a circle around her. There'll be little candles that she'll take out of her packet, satchel. And there's 12 of them around her in a circle, and she'll sort of like lower her gaze and close her eyes, and it's almost as if her shadow kind of fills up the circle like the phases of a moon. And and she'll just put her hands into like fold them together, and she'll just say, "Hi, it's me. been a
Jesus.
it's been a while. What?
I
Am
don't
I
know,
loud
keep
or
going.
something?
Nope,
Okay.
nope.
Um.
The music just scared me.
Oh, it's been a while. I noticed that I have some extra strength lately, and I'm guessing that's because of you. And all I'm asking is that you help me keep my friends safe, because what we're doing next seems like it's probably super important, and I don't want anyone to die. So if you could be with me today, that'd be great. Okay, thanks. We'll talk more later because I'm really confused and I have a lot more questions, but I know now's not the time. So thanks, bye.
Roll a D100 for me.
Oh, this is where we get smited, guys. Sleeping Beauty comes down and she's like, you know what?
Not happy.
It's time. You're done. Fruit soars into the sky.
I must go back to my planet now.
All right. So I rolled a 9 and a 00. What does that mean?
It's a 9.
Or just 9? Okay.
It's
I always
okay.
get confused. 100. Like, what if I rolled a 1 and a 00? Is that 100? Whatever. This is what doesn't matter. 9 then.
Okay. Rune, you commune with your goddess for a short period of time. You receive no response, but feel like the twilight gaze of Sleeping Beauty rests upon you.
Great. Rune will get back up and join the rest of the group. Okay, guys. I think Sleeping Beauty's gonna protect us. Feels warm and good.
You feel protected?
I definitely do. I don't.
I don't.
You,
Yeah, I'm not feeling it.
Hey, you got me, man. Puts his hand on your shoulder.
I'm screwed.
All right.
Well, I can do this, and Rune will cast her what is it called? Eyes of Night. And she will she'll touch the shoulder of Fizz, Minnie, and Al. And she'll whisper some words in Elvish that you probably don't understand. And then you guys will have dark vision. Yeah, everyone. There, see? She's
Whoa.
already with us.
But you did
That's
that.
kind of handy.
Well, she did it through me. I channel her powers, the ones that she wants to give me. Kind of like Al, but there's not really paperwork involved.
I should ask my god for things.
Who's your god, Minnie?
Cass and Bally.
Oh,
That's a
I've
long
never
story.
heard of them before.
Interesting.
As the night begins to take over,
Dave's like, I'm moving this along. Shut up.
the forest glades glimmers under the silver wash of the moonlight. Much more clearly seen, the fireflies wave intricate patterns in the cool night air. As you begin to make your way back to the center of the glade, along with the rebels, Elder Muffet is already sitting, waiting for you there. As you gather around in a loose circle, even for such a short, older woman, she stands tall. Despite the weight of the years and the tension that hangs in the air tonight. I take it upon your arrival, you've agreed to stay and help us.
Yeah.
Good. We cannot afford hesitation or doubt. Not now. If you are bold enough to speak with Queen Ozma herself and carry the Gnome King's heart, perhaps the gods have given you a spark of luck. Let's hope it burns bright enough to see Jack home. Jack is being held in an old shrine dedicated to Mari, the Mother Goose. The Pride has turned it into a makeshift stronghold. Once a place of healing and light, now festers under their corruption. They fortified it, but their numbers are not infinite. That's where we come in. We'll draw them out. Hit one of their nearby supply lines hard enough to make them send reinforcements from the shrine. It won't empty the place completely, but it'll thin the ranks enough to give you a chance to break in. It's dangerous, but if it works, the strongest soldiers will be chasing shadows in the woods, far from you. You'll have a brief window to find Jack and get him out. If the Pride realizes what's happening, you'll have more than shadows to contend with.
All right. And once we get him, are we going to meet you guys back here?
Aye.
How do you know that they
Easy
won't
then.
follow you here?
They may, but we'll be ready.
Okay.
And of course, if you're able to successfully release Jack, escape under the watchful night, then there'll be no reason to worry, will there?
What if he's hurt? Do you have a healing potion or something that we could give him to make sure he's in good order?
And just
Well-
shoots a dirty fucking look at Minnie.
She's
Really?
asking. She's asking like sincerely, because if he's hurt, then we have to fucking lug him back, and it's gonna blow our cover. We have to get him on his feet.
Fine.
I'm not asking for us. Yeah, she's asking like sincerely.
From her satchel, Muffet produces 3 small glass vials. Their contents swirling with a faint golden liquid inside. She hands them to you, Minnie. You'll need these. Healing salves. Not the strongest, but enough to get you or Jack back on their feet if the worst happens.
Okay.
There's one other thing that you'll need. Reaching again into her satchel, she produces a piece of parchment that's crumpled and lays it flat on a nearby rock. You can see it's a rough sketch of the interior of the shrine. You can see uneven lines, clearly made in haste. This is the best I can give you. The shrine is small, but heavily fortified. There's 6 rooms connected by corridors. These 3 here, and she taps on the parchment, and you can see X's marked on each one of the rooms. This is where we believe the Pride is most likely holding Jack. They keep their prisoners close to the heart of their stronghold, but we don't know exactly where. You'll have to be quick and thorough.
Okay.
Who made this map?
She looks over towards Quentin.
Quentin, real quick question, buddy. How many magic users do you got over there? Able to tell?
Hard to tell, but there are a few.
All right. Thanks.
Muffet speaks up again. Make no mistake, this is an elite group of the Pride. Both their ability of warfare, along with their magic users, are not for the faint of heart. These aren't patrolmen in the streets of the Ruby City. That's why we'll try and clear out as much as possible for you. We'll bring the fight to ourselves. You sneak in.
Okay.
Well, not for nothing, but maybe look at leaving your heavy, noisy armor behind?
Okay.
Do you
I
guys have
mean-
something Rune could wear instead? Consider it a trade until we get back.
I have my old light armor, but I think she probably has something similar.
I don't, but you're awfully small. I'm
Oh,
cute.
well,
You're
it'll just
adorable.
be tight.
What?
It'll just be really tight,
Oh,
and maybe miss a few vital organs, but some will be protected.
yeah. So with my shield, without my armor right now, I'm in a 13 AC. Oh my god. Oh,
That's what I was
God.
wondering. Maybe we get some like medium armor, but the stuff you have on is like disadvantage on stealth checks, right?
It is. Yeah.
So if we don't have a fight, is better. The best way to save damage is just by never having to fight.
Yeah.
I could teleport a little bit too. I don't know. That's fun.
That how is I'm so happy for you, but how does that help me not
I know.
die? Okay. Well-
yeah, I got nothing.
Oh wait,
Uh,
we get to leave the heart here. We're literally going into the lion's den.
Okay.
you were waiting to use that. Barrack would hate you.
Oh well, he's not here.
Rin looks thoroughly unimpressed. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I feel I don't know if I trust these people enough. Maybe we could bury it somewhere that we know.
Well, we could take it with us and just leave it outside the place we're about to go into. Come back for it.
Oh, I don't know.
Minnie's
What
got
if
a bag of holding.
Yeah, I do.
We could put it in there and then just tie the bag of holding up high in a tree somewhere.
I don't like any of this situation. Okay, first things first, Dave. Am I able to fit into Minnie's armor or no?
No, but you did see some leather armor back within the main camp area.
Okay.
And chat, if you do want to do art of Rune trying to get into Minnie's armor, we were also
Yeah. Oh my god, what is all this leather light armor? Let me see what that does. Rune tries it on and she's like, okay, I guess it's better
move
than
around
nothing.
a little. How do you feel?
Not as safe as I did before, but I guess better. It's better than nothing.
Yeah. You could always bring the armor with you in a pack, and then if we think we're gonna get into some stuff, you could just put it on.
It takes so long. You know how long it takes me to put my armor on every morning? The whole action.
I mean,
It's like
it might
6
be
seconds.
worth it though.
It seems
Okay.
very efficient.
All right. Well, we'll give up, Minnie. Would you mind holding my armor in your bag of holding in case there's an emergency and I need to get changed in the middle of battle? She looks.
You never know. You could do it before
Sailor
we get
Moon.
into the battle if we know we're gonna get into one.
What? If we know we're getting into battle, then we're gonna be in battle.
You know, like Elder Muffet's right there. She just said that there's a bunch of like highly trained people. I think this is gonna be a little bit more of a stealthy sort of thing.
Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. I'm just saying. I'm pretty. There's so many points in this leather that can stab me in vital places. Okay.
I'm sorry, leather that stabs you in
I was gonna
vital
say that
places.
you're wearing it wrong.
Okay, this is a question out of game. Do you know what letter is, Raina?
Listen, Dave. We're talking
Are you thinking
about
of studded
a
leather?
young girl who just took off chainmail heavy armor and put on light leather. Okay, to her,
Okay,
it feels like she's vulnerable. And my AC is only 14 now. Okay, it was 18 2 seconds ago.
All right.
Even with
I'm
your
15.
shield, it's only 14.
Yes, with my shield,
got
it's only
15.
14.
By the way, I just discovered that I wasn't wearing any armor, so that
God
happened.
damn it. Jess.
Okay.
God
Great.
damn it, Jess. This whole
Jess.
time,
Nice,
this
Jess.
entire
Nice.
campaign.
Yes. I put it on now. I thought it happened automatically.
Oh my god, Jess. Now I have to redo your stat block.
I'm
God
sorry.
damn it.
If it makes you feel any better, it made almost no difference.
Oh my god.
Play
Okay.
Dungeons and Dragons with their friends, they
I'm
said. It'd be
so-
fun. they said.
I thought it was in a different section.
No. I totally get it. You're new to this, Jess. You've only been doing this for 4 years. I totally get it. No, you're good. You're good.
Well, I'm wearing it now,
Oh, shit.
so it's fine. Anyway.
All right.
All right. Well, and I guess worst case, Minnie has healing now, so that's good. Okay. And what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the gnome king's heart. Black. What do you think we should do with it? It's precious to you.
Leave it with me.
You're not coming?
Black would like to stay with Elder Muffet. Questions he has.
Okay. Do you have
Yeah.
do you have a bag or a satchel that it would fit in?
Black has a pocket.
Okay. Rune takes out the heart to see if it will fit in his pocket.
Here you go.
No?
He takes it in his hands, and his eyes immediately light up. Maybe not in pocket. And he just kind of clutches it in his chest.
You're just I think that kind of puts a target rate on you. Here.
I think he's
Why not?
okay.
Rune takes off her satchel and gives him her satchel. You know, what? It's fine. It's going to be fine. Rune isn't going to die. It's fine. Who needs her stuff, right? Here.
You
take
need your
this.
stuff. Don't leave it.
It's fine.
Does anyone
It's just-
does anyone have a bag? Doesn't have to be a nice one. Any sort of bag or satchel will do.
You do. They do supply you with a small sack.
Perfect. You take this. She gives Rune's sack back to her.
All right. Here's my armor, Minnie.
I'm glad we're debating whose
Come on,
sack
Dave.
we're playing
You know
with
half
right now.
of any RPG is inventory management.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. How many
Um,
squares do we have left in our backpack?
Yeah, no, the encumberment is too much at this point.
Oh no, we're gonna have to drop those barrels we picked up.
Can I do an insight check on Blech and his very
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh, my dice. Fucking fucker. That's a 2. A 2? Just a 2?
With a 2.
Oh, I had inspiration. 12. 10. I'm sorry, it's a 10. It's a 10. B-Town gave me inspiration.
With a 10, staring down at the small rock garden gnome, he seems very content. He seems very pleased with the heart being in his possession. It's less about a greed or an ownership for it, but more of just a sense of pride, holding such a divine relic in his hands.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and look down at Jeremy.
Okay.
Okay.
Jeremy, are you listening?
Well, of course I'm listening.
Listen, I don't think anything's gonna happen, but just in case, I want you to stay behind. I want you to watch Blech and the Heart.
But I can be ever so powerful in battle, my lady.
I know you're very powerful in battle, and I love and appreciate you for it. But we need someone that we can trust to stay back here with Blech. He has to be protected.
Then know this, fair maiden. On my swine life, I will guard the small gnome creature. Along with the heart.
Mhm.
Okay.
Tell
I
him.
knew I could trust you, Jeremy. Thank you.
He gives a little nod and bow. Milady.
After snorting with the pig, she'll turn to you guys and she'll say, Jeremy's going to stay back and protect them both.
Okay.
Well, then I feel safer than ever.
Okay. Okay. All right. Rune will put up the scarf. Just like, okay, am I good? Am I ready for stealth now? Do I look stealthy? And she'll do a jump.
You have to ask.
See if she can. What?
If you have to ask, Rune.
I'm trying my best.
Try to blend
Love
into
the
that
fact-
shadow.
I love the fact that you're doing all of this in front of the rebels
Yeah.
and Elder Muffet, and their confidence in you right now is soaring unbelievably.
We're going to do great. I have a plan.
Rune tries to step into the shadow and disappear into it, and she'll make her eyes like sort of squint a little, like as if she.
Go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Okay. Like if she feels like if she can't see out of her eyes, it helps disguising her, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Dirty 20.
As Rune steps into the darkness of night, you all watch her for a moment as she begins to sneak away backwards slightly, a big stupid grin on her face. She eventually tiptoes behind a tree and you lose sight of her.
Ooh. Not bad.
Pokes her head out. Was
Oh.
it good? Was it good?
Mm-hmm.
That was actually pretty good.
Okay.
I think we
I
got
thought you
shot.
were the tree.
Oh wow. It's all the scarf hood thing, you know. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm ready. Are you guys
Mhm.
ready?
I've been
Yeah.
ready for a little bit. Yeah.
As you
Al's on
rejoin
his
the
third
rest,
plate.
as you rejoin the rest of the rebels and Muffet. Ah, good. I see you're done doing
Preparations.
Preparations, yeah. She looks to the rebels and to you all, straighten her back out a little more as her voice grows strong, carrying through the quiet forest. This mission is dangerous, but necessary. Jack is more than a leader. He's a symbol. And without that symbol, the rebellion falters. The Pride believes they hold all the power, but they underestimate the courage of those who fight for freedom. Tonight, we remind them that even the smallest ember can start a forest fire. The shadows will be your allies, and the light of the gods within us. Move swiftly, silently. Trust in your strengths and each other. She steps back, planting her staff firmly into the earth. Go now. Bring Jack back. And may the gods guide your path. All give a silent nod. You see the rebels' conviction completely steel. As you begin to make your way outside of the glades and into the forest proper. It hums with the quiet life as you and the rebels ready yourselves. Into the darkness you head as you spread off into two separate groups. As the lights of the fireflies fades into the distance. And that's where we're going to take a short rest for the evening.
Ah, I was ready. Okay.
It's
All
fine.
right.
We're not going to die. It's fine.
Yeah.
I am growing concerned about this not dying.
I think this is our first major stealth heavy mission.
Maybe
I'm so
because we
excited.
played fashion dress up in front of Elder Muffet, I'm a little concerned.
Listen, I had heavy armor on, okay? It had to be done. All right.
I'm just saying.
We had to make a choice.
Yeah, these were just strategic decisions.
It's fair.
Left the
It's
heart
fair.
behind in case we're captured,
Hmm.
So we don't have it.
Yeah.
I have that hood. I have parts of a plan.
I'm gonna have to mother that.
And plans always go exactly as they should with this group. But we'll find out all about that in a few short moments, folks. Go get your apple juices. Go get your orange juices. Go get your Sir Oinks-a-Lot juices.
Yeah.
And stick around, because we will be back after a very short break.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you real soon, guys.
Bye, all.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen.
Ah!
Did you guys flashbang yourself?
I
I got
did.
nervous.
Mhm.
Nice. So, as we settle back in to our tale for the evening, the night, once serene, now crackles with energy, as if the land itself knows of the coming conflict. The trees grow sparse as the forest thins as you draw closer to the ancient stone structure. You move in silence the best you can, as a faint mist hugs your ankles. As you creep forward, the distant sounds of shouting reaches your ears, followed by thundering hooves. From the cover of the trees, you peer through the brushes, and your eyes fall upon the sight you've been dreading. Pride, mounted and armored, ready to leave the shrine. It seems word of the rebel attack on the supply line has clearly spread quickly, and the soldiers are scrambling to respond. Their figures sharp and decisive against the glow of the moon. Their presence is almost impossible to ignore. You see dozens of soldiers clad in gleaming red and dark armor, polished, looking like living shadows. Each of them a figure of deadly precision, as they all move in perfect coordination. These are no mere guards, but elite warriors of the Ruby City. And the danger that they pose is palpable. Their mounts snort and stamp in the air. They seem restless as the riders prepare to leave the shrine and track down the rebel forces. You get a closer look at the shrine, once a sacred place, a place of peace, a place of healing, that now bears the unmistakable mark of their corruption. Grand stone pillars that once held statues of the goddess Mother Goose, now cracked and defaced. What once shone with light now feels cold. The Pride's encampment outside the shrine is a mix of utilitarian and military in design. Tents pitched in the shadows of great stone walls. You can smell the smoke that lingers in the air. You see a few scattered crates, discarded armor and weapons. An easy reminder of the soldiers who've made this place their base of operations. And with a loud war horn that blares out, you watch as the last of the Pride begins to make their way forward, and with a few short moments fade from sight. You survey the area to see what remains. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
All of us?
Yes.
I do have inspiration.
Nat
from the last
20!
episode. Oh, never mind.
Dang!
21.
Yay.
21.
Mine was the 4.
Okay.
I got a nat 1.
Well,
So good thing.
wait,
Okay.
thanks for just...
It's like
I can
it's
use
like
my
last time,
inspiration.
man.
I can use my inspiration.
No, I think we're good with a nat 20.
Okay.
We got one.
Okay.
Minnie and Rune, as you peer forward, you spot a number of soldiers that have remained behind. Most are huddled around campfires, some cleaning up, as most of the rest of the soldiers have left. But you do see a clear line that would take you directly to the front entrance of the shrine.
Like with no one, like that no one would see us. You mean by clear line?
Correct.
So whereabouts are we? Sorry, like, are we on a tree line or something? Like, how far away?
You're amongst the tree line at this point. Directly in front of you, you see the large encampment of soldiers, and directly behind that, you can see the stone shrine of Mari.
And are there soldiers in the shrine, or we don't know?
They're, like,
You
hanging
wouldn't
out
know at
outside
this
of it,
point.
right?
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Guys, hold on one second. And I want to listen for birds, owls, any kind of aerial nightlife sound.
Roll for bird.
Yeah, roll for bird.
Roll
Roll
for
for-
bird.
Roll for
Bird
bird.
check.
What would that be? What would that be? Like in nature?
Sure.
It's a
Or
7.
actually, animal handling probably makes more sense.
That's an 8.
Thanks, Pally.
Al's right there.
What, do I look like a Boyd?
As you focus intently on the night sky and the sounds around it, you can't make out any specific calling of any avian type creature, as the sounds of the encampment still make up most of the night sky. And even more so, realistically, no peaceful animal would find its way towards this encampment.
Damn, I was trying to get us like an aerial view. Why don't I go in first and I'll throw on my hood when I get in there?
They just gonna let you walk around like that?
Well, it makes me a statue.
Oh, well,
I can go
okay.
invisible,
Wait,
too. I know Al can as well.
How can what?
Do you guys want to go in together?
you remember room?
Go invisible.
Invisibility.
Yeah, but do they have anything in there that could maybe detect the magic?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about too. You know, like it could be.
Well, sorry, didn't the rebel group say that they were going to distract the soldiers
We
first?
have.
We
Draw them
did.
out?
A lot of them.
Oh.
Yeah, most of them are. out.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were still waiting for that. Gotcha. Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I do have like I could make like a noise like 30 feet away, and they could
No.
like. Okay,
No. Don't do
it's
anything.
minor illusion. It's just a little
so-
thing, you know. Just
We
Okay.
can go with invisibility, or we can go with the hood.
Well,
I
can you
don't-
move around when you're a statue? Try it.
I'll flip up my. It's a little raccoon hood. She'll flip it up, and she turns into a statue.
How about now, Minnie? Can you move?
I don't know. Doesn't say in the description.
While you don't have the ability to move around, you do have the ability to get yourself out of statue mode.
Can I make sound?
You are literally a stone statue.
Mm. Okay.
I think we just have to be stealthy and just go in.
Okay.
And
Let's
see
try.
where- yeah.
Okay. If you're
How
moving
big is,
in,
how big
I
is the
know.
statue?
it's the same size as you.
So an itty bitty little. Okay, no problem.
If you are making your way in, you can all roll stealth checks with advantage
Why advantage?
because you got a natural 20 and were able to find a good route leading to the front of the shrine.
Amazing.
29.
Jesus
Ooh, dang.
Christ.
I got a dirty 20. Dave, I'm rolling your dice. I think they're weighted.
I got a natural 20 on Dave's dice as well.
Yeah, oh my god, I'm rolling Dave's dice. I got a 19.
Hey,
What are
listen,
you rolling,
guys,
Dave?
if you like, just give me that marketing, baby. You saw it here first, folks.
Oh my god! Wow.
I got it. 18 total.
An 18 total.
Yeah.
Just as you begin to quickly make your way inside the perimeter of the encampment, Just off to the side, you hear the loud hooves of the pride now making its way off into the distance. A bizarre and strange cavalry of evil presence. But hey, welcome in, Raiders.
Hey,
Hello.
you're friendly still.
You're easily able to make it inside the shrine proper with those kind of rolls, with that kind of dice. As you cross the threshold into the shrine, the air feels thick here. It's saturated with ancient magics and remnants of rituals long forgotten, and just the faintest warmth of Mari's presence. You continue down a corridor, trying to keep your footsteps as light as possible. Small, tiny echoes occasionally ring out against the cold floor. You pass through a series of narrow corridors, dimly lit by flickering glow of torchlight. The shrine is eerily silent, except for the occasional footstep in the distance and the occasional creak of wooden beams above. You can smell the familiar scent of incense that lingers in the air, slightly masking the stench of the pride's occupation, oil-soaked rags, and the sharp tang of sweat. As you make your way down the last corridor, you find yourself at a branch that goes into 3 paths, each leading deeper into the heart of the shrine. As you take a look at the map that Muffet had provided, you do see that these 3 options seem to be the rooms that she had marked X's on the map for. Again, you hear the muffled sound of boots echo somewhere in the distance. Quick reminder that some Pride soldiers remain. The question is yours. Do you go left, right, or center?
Are there any critters that we have passed?
I knew you were gonna ask this.
I have to try. We have to try. It could help us.
Gotta be a mouse.
Go ahead and make another animal handling check.
Come on, Dave's dice. No, it doesn't want me to. No, it's a 5.
Okay.
With a 5, it seems that just even your smallest footsteps has made all tiny creatures flee in fear.
Even bugs.
Guys, just quickly before anything else bad happens. If we run into some sort of guard, I will disguise myself as a Red Lion guard, and I'll say I'm throwing you guys into the brig or something, right? And then that's just an in case. So play along with me if that happens, okay? I'm looking at you, Al. Play along.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. Which way are we going?
Is there anything that we can use to determine? We only have information as to generally where they think he is, right? On the map?
He's in one of those 3 rooms.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, do we hear anything in a specific direction? Because I guess the best option right now is the path of least resistance.
Maybe if he's being held prisoner. Yeah, can we hear where the any soldier paths are, or maybe I don't know if he's being held prisoner. Maybe its room is more quiet.
Minnie, go ahead and make a perception check for me with advantage.
Oh, I was going to say it's probably the one that's more quiet too, because if it's prisoner, there's no really need for them to move. Did you say perception? That's a 14.
With a 14, you do hear some noises that seem to be coming from the center pathway.
Okay.
And the other two are dead silent.
Correct.
Are there any visible differences between the passageways on the right or left that might indicate what they're used for?
Good
To
question.
one side, you see a... To the right, you see more carvings dedicated to Mari. You can see specifically, it seems to be a tale of her coming to this world and her bringing of the her golden egg. The other, you glance down at the floor and see what look like scuff or drag marks.
Mm.
Guys, I say we go this way.
Yeah.
All right.
Like a lot of people who went this way didn't want to go this way, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
Okay, so we're going to the left.
Mhm.
Yep.
One with the drag
Left
mark.
to the left, and everyone
Okay.
moves to the left, and Fizz moves to the right, and someone grabs him and pulls him back. Like,
Right. Rune.
Quickly making your way down the corridor to the left, you reach a reinforced wooden door.
Minnie, this is you. Check it.
There's no windows or anything like that?
No.
I'll try to peer underneath.
As you peer underneath, the room seems to be dark.
wait, we have dark vision from.
Yeah, I'm just laughing because it was just a classic. Like, the room is dark. I have dark vision.
I knew.
Such
Sorry,
a
I couldn't hold
classic-
myself. I couldn't hold it.
Such a classic meme.
I'm Spartacus.
As you peer under the door with dark vision, difficult to make anything out, but you do see what look like a number of chains, iron wrought chains on the
Okay.
floor.
And there's no movement from the other side?
Not that you can see from underneath the door.
Is there a smell?
The smell, you get a lingering smell of possibly oil, steel, and rotting food.
Okay. I'll move to the lock. I'll check it for traps.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Ooh. That's gonna be a 6.
Okay.
Totally fine. No issues whatsoever.
We have
Okay.
nice.
I will
Can
try
get guidance on
to.
Minnie?
She'll say
Okay.
confidently, "This looks great."
We're so dead.
Yeah, this is
I mean, you're
great.
killing it so far, man. I believe you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna try to open it. I'm using my thieves' tools.
As you put your thieves' tools in, you note that the door is not locked.
Oh, okay.
You lock the door trying to unlock it.
Oh, right. Righty-tighty. Yeah.
All right. If it is unlocked, I will tell everyone, guys, get on this side of the door so that when it opens, no one can see you.
Okay.
I'm gonna open it and take my drift globe and throw it in there and see what
Oh.
happens.
Chuck it in.
Okay. Yep. We're
Flashbang.
Yeah, exactly.
I just want to see how many voices I hear because we can always run away.
As you quickly throw the drift globe in, you hear the faint tink as it hits the ground and begins to roll over stone. You wait for a moment. No sound comes.
Okay. I don't know if anyone's in here. Let's go in.
okay.
As you push the door open, now fully lit by the drift globe, you see the room has clearly been stripped of its former glory, if you will, and repurposed into what looks like a grim holding cell. The air itself is damp and heavy, carrying a bit of a scent of mildew. You can see chains that hang from the walls and a crude iron cage that occupies the far corner. Currently, though, completely empty, save for a small wooden desk near the cage that has an assortment of keys alongside what looks like a piece of parchment.
I'll go over. I'm gonna hand the parchment to Rune, and then I'm gonna pick up all the keys, and I want to just make note of like the colors and sizes of the keys in case that information helps me later.
Okay.
I'll take them all though.
Can I peek out the hallway to see if anyone's coming right now?
It's a good move.
Sure. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception. I'm going to use my inspiration for that one because that one was not great. Please be better than 11. Hey, it's an 18. I'll take it.
Hey.
As the rest of your companions rush into the room, Fizz hangs back for a moment. And you do hear the sound of footsteps that seem to be getting louder.
I'm just going to close the door right now.
Are you going inside or are you staying?
Yeah, I'm going inside. I'm going to close the door.
Lock it.
Whisper like, "Kill the light! Kill the light!" We have
I'll
dark
grab
vision.
I'll grab the drift globe.
Okay. As the light fades.
Can we say that before that happened, Rune had read the parchment that Minnie gave
Well, you
to
have
her?
dark vision, don't you?
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, okay, sure.
Yeah.
If you'd allow it.
We have dark vision.
I mean-
Actually, as the door closes and the light grows dim, you now all hear the sound of the footsteps growing closer towards the door.
I'm gonna push everybody to like the side where the door is. Like wherever it opens, I want us to kind of stand behind the door so they wouldn't see us.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Guys, I have some bad news.
16.
16?
Rolled an
Yeah.
11. An 11.
What is
You
it?
made it.
You're on mute.
Natural 20, everyone. Dave's
Hey!
Hey.
Dice are good.
Yeah.
These are
And now?
hot, baby. I got a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20.
Oh, good. This is good.
You hear the door begin to creak open and stops just before going full wide. You can hear two individuals that seem to be discussing. I swore I heard something. You're losing your mind. As they peer inside, they slowly look around.
30
Each of you
feet down the
hold your
hallway.
breath.
Minor illusion. 30 feet down the hallway. I'm making like a sound of boxes falling over.
With the sound ringing out, what's that? They immediately close the door behind them and start making their way down the hallway.
Okay.
Now they're going to be on high alert. Oh,
Yeah.
sugar.
It's okay. We'll be extra quiet.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the keys as quietly as I can and put them in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I'm going to read the parchment.
Okay. As you read through the parchment rune, it reads, Commander, as per your orders, the prisoner has been moved to the inner sanctum for closer observation.
Oh, good.
His condition remains stable, though he is yet to break.
Oh, God.
The other rebels continue to elude us, but our mission remains clear. Locate and capture Elder Muffet. Retrieve the strategist, Jack Thunderbore. Secure the third target. The rebels' movement around the bomb spine indicate that they're becoming desperate, likely gathering strength for a larger offensive. They've grown too bold, attacking even supply lines now. Our pursuit has left this region dangerously unmanned, and I fear their meddling might disrupt our operation if left unchecked. We've left 2 of our guards with Jack at all times. I request reinforcements to secure the shrine should our current strategy fail. We cannot afford to lose such a key position to these vermin, nor can we risk them discovering. And the letter ends abruptly. You can see ink smudged as if the writer had been interrupted mid-sentence.
All right. Well, Rune shares that with the group in a whisper.
So he's here.
Yeah, it sounds like we're gonna have to go to the inner sanctum. Is that on the map, Fizz?
Isn't that back in the Ruby City?
The inner sanctum? I don't know.
Rune, you would know inherently that an inner sanctum is typically a very holy area of the shrine.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So
No,
it's probably back where all those markings are.
Yeah.
Down the right.
Yeah. Probably. But Fizz, check the map just to make sure, because maybe it's marked.
Is it marked on there?
The corridor to the right is marked.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay. With the guards, I could try putting them to sleep, but it only lasts for a minute, so it wouldn't really give us a long time, and it doesn't always work.
Well, I feel like that's better than the other way, which would just be murdering them.
Yeah. I could
But I
also, I could cast Hold Person, and freeze them in their spot if it succeeds, like if it works. Sometimes people are stronger than me, but that I'd have to do one at a time, and nope, I'd have to concentrate on one, so it wouldn't be.
Well, with sleep,
even-
you could get both, right?
Yeah.
It'd be a long shot.
Let me just hold on. I'm just checking because I can do it at level 3 now. When you cast a 2d8, so it'd be 7d8 that I could roll for HP.
Ooh.
How much is that? Hold on, I'm taking out my calculator. I know I'm the worst.
I mean,
That's at the most okay, out of game. That's at the most 56 HP.
So maybe like one, if anyone, it has to be hurt. Anyways. Yeah.
Probably, I don't think I'm strong enough to take 2 of them unless they're really weak people.
they did say they were elite gods, but I mean, even elite gods are still gods. Can't we just make a noise to distract them? Have them
I
walk
just
down
did
the
it.
hallway?
Yeah.
Start a fire.
What about
Yeah?
if one of us broke off to another part of the facility and maybe caused some racket? What
Al,
if I
you
went
can't do
invisible?
that.
And what if I maybe, like Minnie said, started a fire somewhere?
It's a good distraction. But I don't think you should go alone.
Who's
mean,
going? Fizz?
I got fire in my hands. I could literally, it's a guaranteed thing.
Oh, that's easy. Then you go, Fizz. You got this.
No. Hey, I'll go with you though, man. You and me
Oh,
both
no.
go.
See, you got the fire and the invisibility. I'd be stepping on your toes.
No. I want. Hey, you gotta do something, man. You gotta pull your weight around here.
All right. I'll go with you just in case you get caught.
All right, man. I'm really
You
scared.
two stay here. You're going to hear an alarm or some screaming or something. You'll notice when we inevitably light something on fire.
Okay. And then that means we gotta be fast because we lit everything on fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh God. Okay.
Okay. After you start the
Alright.
fire, you're gonna join us, right?
Yeah, we'll make our way back to you guys here. But if it
No,
depends on
go
timing.
there. We're gonna go down to the right. We're gonna go try to get him. So meet us
But
there.
what if we just meet you outside?
Outside?
We gotta leave this place with Jack, right?
Yeah. So you're gonna light a fire, and then Minnie and I are gonna go get Jack, and then we're gonna meet outside.
That would make the most sense. Get him out of here.
Oh my
Use the
gosh.
distraction. I think once they put the fire out, it'll be hard to make a second distraction.
Dave, how big
How are we
was
gonna
Jack?
get Jack out?
Jack was big. He's a furbolg, and he's bigger than Fizz.
Okay, no offense again, Minnie. Also, no offense to me. I'm pretty strong, but I think we might have issues dragging him out if he's injured.
But we
It's
have the potions.
You have the healing salves and potions. Plus, you got your magic room.
And you got all that stuff.
I know we can heal him, but I don't know if I can heal a broken bone, or I don't know what. Okay, I'm just saying it might be difficult for
Okay.
me and Minnie.
How about I go with one of you then? Al goes with another person to start the fire, because then I can at least try and carry him.
I'm pretty strong. So Rune flexes
How
her
strong I
tiny
am.
biceps. Yeah.
Rune, I believe in your magic. You got this. Anything that's wrong with Jack, you can fix him up enough to get him to walk on his own.
Okay.
It's not like you have to bring him back to full health. You just gotta get him stabilized.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
saying though, as a furbolg, I have powerful build, which means I count as one size larger when and the weight you can push or drag or lift. So like I can push more than like a larger size as well if we need to.
Well,
Okay.
it's up to you guys. I think I have to go. I have to be one of the ones to be with Jack in case he needs extra healing.
I'll have to go unlock the door.
Okay, no, I'll go
Okay.
with Al.
Okay.
I'll go with Al. That's simple. Yeah.
Well, I'll just heal him. I'll use all my magic to heal him if necessary.
Maybe you guys, instead of meeting us outside, try to make it to the cell.
Oh,
That way, if we need you, right? Because they're invisible. As soon as they start the distraction and they see that the guards, right?
I
Right.
guess. But if it's too dangerous, just meet us outside. We'll figure it out. Minnie and I will attempt to try and get Jack out. I just don't want us to miss each other. And then I don't know.
Well, we know.
Well, they
Let's make a
see
spot
us.
to meet back up.
Yeah.
Fizz and I will be invisible. Yeah,
Visible.
I don't like this.
God, that's going on merch. Invisible.
Oh no.
Okay. Someone write that down in chat. Someone make sure that I don't forget that.
Can we do it so it's like invisible ink? So when you shine a black light or put some lemon juice on it, it just says, "I don't like this."
I wish.
Focus.
Yeah. Merch
Okay.
discussions later.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm worried about you guys, and I don't, if you think it's safe to meet us, I don't know. I think you should just meet us outside. And if we don't
That's what I
show
said,
up,
Rune.
then come back. If we
That's-
don't show, something's wrong. Minnie's like, we're gonna die. I just don't want you guys to risk even more moving around. You should
Rune,
just
everything
know.
we're doing right now is a risk. Us being here is a risk.
I know.
And the faster we do this, the faster we're out of here.
Okay. Meaning what? Sorry, were you agreeing with me? Are you saying the opposite to me?
Where do you want to meet at outside?
Oh, the place
Back.
that we were at, right? I don't know, in the bushes.
In the
when
tree line.
Yeah, the tree line. When we were looking down that clear pathway, we'll meet in
When
the tree.
Minnie tried to find the bird. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, Fizz, you ready?
Yeah. All right. Go team. Hands in, everyone. Quick. Come
Okay.
on, real quick. Hands in. Al, hands in. Don't leave me hanging.
My hand
dude.
is in. You guys look over, and Al's already invisible.
All right, here we go. And as he casts it, he goes invisible as well.
All right. As Al and Fizz disappear from view, what are you guys doing?
So I guess some of planning here. Sorry, you were talking to Raina and Jess. I thought you were talking to Peter.
Oh, I don't know. I thought
No, I was talking to the two of you. I'm assuming they're waiting back and waiting
Yeah.
to
cool.
see
Okay.
guards
All right,
run by.
Yeah. I guess Peter, what do you think? Best thing I would picture is like a bunk room. Maybe if there's a fireplace in a bunk room, we could just make it look like something caught.
Yeah. Yeah. Like
We
there
don't
was
want to go
mention-
towards like a heavy group of people because then they could have mages and stuff that could spot us.
Did we see coming in any sort of like cooking spit fire kind of near the tents or anything like that? Like, because you did mention oil, so I want something that
You did see a number of fire pits and whatnot in the encampment outside of the shrine. However, I will say that as you walked through the hallways, you saw a number of banners that had been draped up across the walls, all representing the sigil of Dorothy.
we'll just burn one of those then.
Why do just one?
I mean, I could do a bunch of
oil?
them. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I say we cover them all in oil and light them up, or we could take them all and lay them in a giant pile. But then they'll know somebody did it. I wish we could do something a bit more inconspicuous with fire, if that makes sense.
Like for my burning hands, I gotta it's gonna take a little bit to actually use it. It's gonna use up spell slots, so I don't want to
Do we see I guess like a bunk room?
You would have. Now there isn't any kind of lodging within the shrine itself,
Okay.
but you did find past at least a kind of a storage room where there was a number of wicker baskets and just wooden and thatch based things within it.
Why don't we go back there? I mean, at least they can think that maybe it started somehow, not by two invisible guys.
yeah. Hey, it's fun. All right, yeah, no, that's good. Just let me know. I'm literally the match that's gonna like this. So I'm good with whatever you want to do.
All right, let's go. I'm gonna make my way down to the storage closet. Before we open the door, I want to make sure that nobody can see a door just opening on its own.
You see two soldiers that seem to walk past that room, continuing down the corridor opposite of where the branch was. You wait for a couple moments until they're fully out of view before sneaking inside the storage room.
All right, let's just take a look around. Do I see any propellant, oil, fats? I don't know, something gonna light up.
Yeah, you do see a number of what look like lamps that seem to be filled with some type of oil. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, Al's gonna empty the lamps and then put them back to where he got them. He doesn't want to make it look like it was an intentionally start fire.
Okay.
Just that these wicker baskets somehow combusted. Who knows?
Yeah, like a little leak oil kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is there any candles in here too?
Good.
You do see a number of I guess, divine candles.
I'm gonna knock over some of the candles beside the wicker basket to make it look like it caught fire somehow.
None of them are lit.
Oh damn! Never mind. All right. Do you want me just to light this up then, or what?
Yeah. Al's gonna do his best to go to stage the scene to make it look like maybe shit happens if you improperly store stuff, and then I'll be like, "All right, Fizz, go ahead."
Right.
Looking over here, but Fizz is over here.
You cast burning hands, so you see but the problem is now my invisibility drops.
Oh no!
But I can use invisible. I can use it 3 times per long rest, so I could do it. I'll pop it back up after. So drops. My scales light up, and you see just a fire just start on the wicker basket when I grab it.
All right. It doesn't take long for the basket to start catching flame. When you suddenly realize that you two are the only ones in there.
All right, come on, we gotta go.
We gotta go, man.
I was gonna cast Gust to keep the smoke back, but not even gonna do that. It might be noisy. So yeah, we're just gonna tuck out.
I went
slightly
back-
You
opening
duck
the doorway
outside
as
of the
little as I
storage room,
can.
trying to find a place where you can hide for a few moments. You wait for a few moments, and no soldiers seem to walk by.
Perfect. We'll just let that take. The bigger it gets, the bigger a distraction it is. Can you think of anything else we can do in the meantime?
Well, well, we could just like, you want to like cause some mayhem or something? You want to like,
I think anything we can do to give them a longer window is good.
True. Yeah, that's right. What if we go back to the room? No, that's not good. I don't know. What do you think, man?
Well, we could try. Dave, did we go downstairs for this? So is the just
Nope.
in my mind?
No,
so it's all on the same
It's
level.
all
Okay.
yeah. It's all one floor. Yeah.
There's no stairs I can barricade to keep them out. There's no like. Can I hear any sort of like? You mentioned at the beginning that there was a room that had a lot of commotion. Do we hear any
Nope.
sort of like? No. Okay.
There was
sorry,
no.
maybe
There was
I
no room with
misunderstood that.
commotion. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
I got-
thinking of locking them in the room somehow.
I got caltrops. He pulls out like a little bag. You can see like these little like spiky things that you can just. Why don't we throw them down the hallway where we know they're gonna come down? Probably, just to like you know, there was a play back in the day, Home Alone, just like something like that, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
As you sit here and discuss all of this, you can see the flames now starting to appear at the front door of the storage room.
Maybe we did enough.
I thought we already got out. Yeah, no, I would like to exit the storage room.
No, you're not in the storage room. I would assume you're just outside, kind of
Yeah.
watching and having this like general
All right.
discussion, noting
Invisible
that
discussion.
it doesn't seem to be the place has very few guards in it, and it hasn't caught the attention of anyone yet.
Okay.
All right, I think we're good.
Can I? I have an idea.
Jess's face, like, what the fuck?
Oh, you know what I'll do?
We're working on. I have an idea. So I do have the actor feat, which is really cool. It's the first time I've ever tried to use this. I can pass myself off as a different person. I can mimic the speech of another person that sounds that is somebody that I've heard for at least 1 minute. Dave, would you say that we talk to the crow for a minute?
Yeah, I would say you talk to the crow for a minute.
Perfect. So I would like to, in my most raspy crow voice, just say, "The fire, you idiots! Put it out!" And then just like while invisible, gonna kind of go over here and say it, and then we're gonna
Make
go back
a
over here.
make a deception check with advantage.
Perfect. I'm good at that now. Good thing because I rolled a 4. Ooh, and then I rolled a nat 20.
Damn. All right.
Damn.
As
That's a
you call
32
out,
goal.
you immediately hear the sound of footsteps now rushing towards your area.
All right, Fizz, we gotta scram. Let's try to get to
Let's get the hell
outside
outta
exit.
Yeah. So I pull the map up. We're gonna head towards the sanctum.
Yeah, I'd like to get
As-
to that tree line, but also keep line of sight because I assume we're going to be the first ones out. So I want to see if they're coming.
So Al, you're leaving the building, and Fizz, you're headed back towards the sanctum.
We're supposed to get out to the tree line, Fizz.
Okay, no, we'll go to the tree line. I'll go to the tree line.
Okay, so you're leaving the two in there. Okay.
Oh, no, that
switching
makes me
back
feel terrible.
Switching back to no, you made a decision. Switching back to Rune and Minnie. You wait for a few minutes, becoming a little concerned about how long this is actually.
Bless you. Bless you.
Everyone gets one.
Bless you.
No, don't.
Oh, all right. You wait for a few moments, and start to become concerned that maybe they forgot what they were doing at first. But a moment later, you hear the shouting, something about a fire. Now hiding behind one of the corners, watching the right side corridor intently. A moment later, you watch as 2 guards rush past, back down the hall in the opposite direction of the branching, leaving
Thank you.
you open.
Let's go.
Okay. Yeah. We go for it.
We hustle down the pathway to the right with the drawings on the side.
Stealthily.
Okay.
So stealthily.
Moving stealthily and quickly, you eventually make your way towards the door that has remained open at this point. As you begin to walk inside, you note this is clearly the inner sanctum. The chamber glows softly, lit by magical luminescence of a large bronze statue of Mari's celestial egg that rests on a raised altar in the center of the room. You watch as it kind of pulsates faintly with warm golden light. The statue itself hums as it resonates with hidden power within. And that's where you note, directly underneath, a very unconscious Jack lays bound by iron shackles directly underneath the bronze egg in the sanctum.
Okay.
I will rush over and try to, I'll check the lock to see if it's, I don't know, rigged or whatever.
On him?
Yeah, on the shackles.
Okay.
Minnie, as you rush over, you immediately begin to look at the iron shackles that bite into his wrists and ankle. You can see the raw marks left easily speaks of his torment. But they do seem like ordinary iron shackles.
I will try to pick the lock.
Okay. It's a very easy lock for you to pick, as you're easily able to snap it open, freeing him of his shackles.
Okay. We gotta wake him up.
Okay. While Minnie is working on the shackles, retroactively, can Rune be trying to do some sort of check to see if you said he looks unconscious, to see if he can be roused, or if he's like half dead, or like what the
Go ahead and make a medicine check for me.
Do some doctoring.
That's an 18.
Oof.
As you begin to look over Jack, you note that he seems malnourished. He seems like he has been beaten badly at this point. However, as you begin to look him over and Minnie continues to work on the shackles, Jack begins to stir. He begins groaning softly and his eyes begin to flutter open. For a moment, he's very disoriented, his gaze kind of darting between the faces of both of you. But as he sees different faces than that of the guards, relief begins to soften his features a little bit.
I'm gonna... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Until his focus shifts.
Uh-oh.
His expression immediately hardens, and his eyes lock on something just behind you.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
As the two of you turn, following his gaze to the doorway, there, a silhouette, single silhouette, by dim light spilling into the corridor, stands a figure clad in glimmering crimson armor. Intricate designs of the plate bears the unmistakable insignia of Dorothy and the Pride. Deep red hues glow faintly as like an amber inside the dim sanctum. You can see a razor-sharp blade clasped in their hands, poised to strike, and as they slowly begin to enter the room, casting light to reveal two sharp ears atop their head, and a tail that flickers behind them.
Fox.
That damn squirrel.
But that, my friends, is a story for another day.
Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared. Next week we have an official alumni of CC making their triumphant return. None other than Vea herself will be joining us next week as we continue our adventure.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
He's gonna freak out.
Yeah.
Oh, great. They're going to murder us now.
Yeah.
This is what Beck wanted the whole time, isn't it? They were
Yeah,
like,
it
bring
was.
me
It
back
was.
when I can murder them all.
Yeah. pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only fair. Although Al isn't here, I feel like she
Yeah.
really needs to get you good. But
It's fine.
later.
Just
She'll get you
wait.
instead.
With that said, folks, I guess you got to show up next week to see what happens next as we finally find out what Vea has been up to, what has transpired while her friends have been running around the Ruby City and forests on the outskirts of Bombspine Mountain. But with that said, that's all we have for the evening. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, we are going to do our Patreon hangout, so come meet us in Discord. We'll be somewhere. I don't remember where we go anymore, but you'll see if it's there. Where are we going?
Just in like 5-ish minutes.
Oh yeah. No, we're a couple. Give us a couple minutes, but we'll be back. We'll be back in there very shortly. But with that said, I'm excited for next week. I hope you're excited for next week. Remember that we are doing the auction, or not the auction. We're doing the what the hell are they called
The
again?
auctioning off puppies with Dave. It's
We'll
a
be
charity
auctioning
for
off puppies
a puppy
over at
shelter.
Rob Hartley's channel. So go check us out. I have 3 p.m. Saturday coming up this weekend, or whatever the case is.
Bad now.
This is gonna go great.
Yeah.
But with that said, folks, I leave you with that and one word of caution. To all the adventurers out there, whether you find yourself in a strange shrine searching for a companion that doesn't know you, or meeting with a familiar face, unsure exactly what side they reside on, I beg of you all one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. See you in the next one, folks.
See y'all.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Fire one.